We're here at the 2015 SHOT Show introducing a lot of exciting new models in our Invictus line of target shotguns. The Invictus line incorporates a number of features into the design of the action that allows the gun to exceed the standard life cycle of an ordinary over and under. We've designed the shotgun in all its configurations to be able to exceed 1 million rounds of ammunition. And how we did that is we addressed a lot of the common issues that wears out the mechanical parts of an over and under. So what those are generally the hinge system. And once the hinge system, which works like your elbow, gets worn to a certain point, it creates a condition called off-face condition, which means you now have a gap between the barrels and the breech face on the shotgun. You can see that in a lot of old double guns from the turn of the century. What we've done to cure that is a revolutionary new design called the Invictus system. And what it does is it eliminates hinge pins and trunnions from the action. A trunnion or a hinge pin is the part the gun barrels rotate around. So in essence, by eliminating those, we created a system called Invictus Cam. And what that allows us to do for the first time in any double gun is that it allows us, as the gun wears over many thousands of rounds, this is the first double gun that the barrel can be moved back to make that condition of that off-face condition to close that gap. What that does is creates another issue though. In double guns, the strength of the action does not come from the locking lug. That's the latch that holds the gun closed. In our system, the latch is in the bottom of the monoblock. What creates the strength is where the monoblock or the barrels engage into the frame to create a strong union. In our system of gun, our locking lugs, which is this part of the frame, connects with the internal surfaces of the frame to make the gun very strong when it's closed. If we take the Invictus cams on the side here, the hinge point, change them to move the barrel back, at that point we have actually disengaged the locking lugs. To re-engage those, to make the system brand new, we've created another part to the action, invented this part, which is called an Invictus block. This allows us to compensate now not only for the hinge point, but also for the locking system where it integrates with the gun. I know that sounds complicated, but in reality what it in essence does is allows this shotgun to go the full lifespan of your ordinary over and under shotgun, but where an ordinary gun, like our standard line of Caesar Guerini, would be at some point, whether that number be 200,000, whatever the number of rounds are, would be worn out. At this point, this gun, in essence, can be put right back to factory new condition and be able to run through that service life again. So hypothetically, if you say it's 500,000 rounds, whatever the number is, at that point, we can rebuild the gun within a very short period of time for a customer, and you can run another 500,000 rounds. So, and we can do that multiple times. So in essence, we've not made the gun a little bit more durable, we've actually multiplied the durability of the product. Some of the other things that we did with the Invictus system is we made the action a little bit wider, we made the bearing surfaces a little bit larger, and we made those recoil lugs in the action, the surface area a little larger as well. All of those making the gun more durable from day one before you even discuss the condition of rebuilding the gun. Last year in 2014, we introduced the base sporting clay gun, which came in 30 and 32 inch barrels, flat rib configuration, standard design. This year we're extending the models out to our popular Invictus configuration, our impact configuration, which incorporates for sporting clays and trap shooting an adjustable point of impact rib, adjustable comb that adjusts up and down, left and right, can cant sideways or can cant sideways for cast, and can also cast forward and backwards a little bit. And additionally, we've made some updates to the rib design where we have our rods here that can be interchanged as a weight system. But this year we've made it a little easier to take it in and out utilizing torque screws, and we incorporated a dampening system into the center post which reduces vibration and makes the rib a little more rigid in the process. One of the little details that I like to point out to some of the consumers is some of the workmanship we put into the actual external design of the gun. Most of these being aesthetic additions, like the shadow line bosses on the bottom of the frame, the sculpted fences on the top of the frame. We put a lot of detail and workmanship into trying to make the Invictus action true to traditional classic best shotgun designs.